What's going on, guys? Hopefully everyone is having an awesome start to 2018 open water season. I know a lot of people have been floating around the upper Wolf and whatnot and been, getting some fish. But as it quickly approaches here, the temperatures start rising. We are facing some fly pulling conditions, and I love pulling flies, I really do. But over the last week, I've actually had 3 people message me asking for me to do a fly rig tying video. So we are definitely going to be doing that today. We've got a ton of flies up here, a bunch of different weights, snap swivels, 2-way swivels, 3-way swivels, and you can incorporate these pieces of equipment any way you see fit. But we're going to go over the 2 ways that I like to fish these. One is the more time-consuming way with the hardware. The second one is without any hardware. The quick way, cheaper way, and both still work. So we're going to start with the hardware style. So I took some time out of here and I made a little diagram here. Definitely not to scale. I didn't want to be tying up everything and make you guys sit for 5 minutes watching me tie up a rig. So I think this is pretty simple to see. We're going to start on my left here, which is the dropper weight. Now, so many different variables here, even on this portion. So I like to run about a foot. Doesn't mean you gotta, but I like to run about a foot in length of line. And I'll hook it up into the weights. And there's various different types of weights, bottom bouncers, you name it, it can be anything on here. But whether you're going to use a snap clip, barrel swivel with a swivel on here, or you could tie a loop knot to slip through the eyelet of the weights and then around the body or whatever. Makes for easy and quick change-ups in the river, depending on current strength and the structure that you're fishing. But then that runs up to the 3-way swivel right here. And now this is where it kind of gets a little tricky, so hang on tight here. So I like to run a intermediate lead in here, usually about 2 feet long, running up to a barrel swivel. All right, I'll run this about 8-pound test. This is going to be 6-pound test. These over here are going to be 6-pound tests as well. That helps if something breaks, I get hung up somewhere, I'm not having to lose a whole rig on there. Plus, this little intermediate section here does take a lot of stress. So then I'll run that 2-foot lead to the 2-way swivel, and then I'll start with the 2 fly leads. This one on top is going to be about 5 feet, and then having the fly on there. The lower one is going to be 3 feet, having the fly on that. That's pretty much a quick breakdown of a hardware tied rig, at least what I like to run in my boat. If you guys do something different, drop it down in the comments. I want to know. So now we're going to get to tying my, favorite style of fly rig, and that is the Redneck Style that incorporates not a single piece of hardware. All right, and then my favorite style is the hardware-free or Redneck Style fly rig here. So we're going to take about a 4-foot chunk or something. Yeah, about 4-foot chunk. Usually I like to go about 6.5, 7 feet if I can stretch it out in length on these. All this rig incorporates are double overhand loop knots. Okay, very easy to tie. So I'll pinch the line together just like that. All right, we'll go over once and through. Try to show you guys that. Okay, you can see just a simple overhand knot right through that, but then we're going to go through one more time. And I'll show it a little bit better on the other ones, but I'm trying to not use up too much string here on this one. If we were using mono, we would be wetting this down, or if we were using fluoro, 6-pound test, 8-pound test fluorocarbon, be wetting this down real good. Trimming this tag end down here. Boom, we got the start of the rig. Now what I like to use this for is exactly this, the weight. The weight is always the first one I tie because it just seems easier. So to get the flies on, get the weights on, you just pinch that fluorocarbon real thin right between the eyelet of either the weight or the fly, and then pass the weight or the fly through that loop, pulling it tight and taut on there. Okay, so you can see how that's coming through. Then we'll pinch it right about here. All right, again, not to scale. So we're going to run this loop right through, just like that. All right, so we got one overhand knot, then boom, here comes the other. 2 overhand knots, again, wetting this down if we were on the fluorocarbon. Okay, boom, just like that. Now you're seeing it come together. The beauty of the rig, yes. So again, another loop knot right here. Right through once, and right through again, wetting it down. Boom. Okay. See that? And then on the end, another loop knot. You guessed it. Trying to save some string here. One through just like that. Okay. And then the last one. Again, wetting it down, pulling it tight, trimming the tag end, just like that. And you got yourself one awesome rig right there. Pop your fly on just like you did with the weight. Move this a little bit. Pop the fly on just like you did with the weight there. There and there. This one gets clipped on whether you want to use a snap swivel or just a snap clip. Clip that right onto the combo line and you're good to go. Pulling fly rigs on the Winnebago system is sometimes a very easy way to, well, sometimes put a ton of fish in the boat in a short amount of time. Over the years, I've had some fun times pulling fly rigs in the rivers here on the system. And, for those that, wanted to see this video, asked to see this video, here's the video. This is how I tie my rigs. If you saw this, hopefully you picked up a tip or two on this. If you do something different and you don't mind letting me in on your secret, make sure to drop a little comment down below. I love learning new things and stuff. So, we're going to be working on some trolling combo setups, jigging combos, casting combos and stuff in this little mini series here. So I'm going to get working on that. We're also going to be out fishing on the Winnebago system this year, north woods of Wisconsin. And, not sure where else we might find ourselves, but I can tell you it's going to be a fun year. It really is. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications, and, I guess we'll call it good. So until next time, tight lines, stay dry.